It's week 1 of the National Football League, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Saints and the Panthers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. With Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. What a great opening week to the NFL season it has been so far. And Brock, tonight's contest officially closing out week 1. You know these teams are happy to have the big spotlight to begin their seasons.
Yeah, a bit of added energy and juice in the building. Added challenge at the same time, too, Kate. They are amped up. Okay, they've watched everybody else get a chance to play, and now all eyes are on them. It brings some added...
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Raheem Blackshear now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Into traffic, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Panthers making their red zone debut here. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Young on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Young working from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for it. Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And he drives this forward to the 6. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Now it's Young. Escapes the... And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, out comes the Panthers field goal team and Harrison Mevis. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Mevis able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And they're brought out by the second-rounder who's been climbing the leaderboard since 2014 at a Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing his Carr. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. 1st and 10 from the 41. Carr off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Carr. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Carr. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Now for the 2nd time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Willie Gay there on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Young. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Here's Young to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Young looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's going to be caught by Mingo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Panthers first down.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Defensively.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Forced out to his right. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On 3rd down, it's Young. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Saints will get set to take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Carr. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pressure coming for Carr. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Carr with it on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Carr back to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Motioning one of the tight ends. Carr throwing on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. The Carolina offense headed out now. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Slot man in motion right. To the air on first down. Young connects with Johnson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Play action now. Young. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Young on first and 10. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. He'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And this one does not go far. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve third down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Young on the play action. Legette's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Brooks on the counter. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Running back sent in motion. Young working from the gun. It's taken in by Mingo. And they make the tackle at the 38. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 2. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Has a man. It's Brooks. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. Coach can plead his case all he wants, but we know it's going to fall on deaf ears. They call that interference, and it cancels their 4th down stand. Running it after the penalty. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. The throw is caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Going for it with Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
They're going to start on the ground with Camara. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Blitz coming, Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and a defense ignited.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Motion man sent left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They bring a tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Young has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Young. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. Mevis ready to send this one away.
Harrison Mevis to kick off for the Panthers.
On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. A tight end in motion now. Here's a give inside to Kamara. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They go play action with Carr. He finds Johnson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send a receiver in motion right. From the 29. Setting up the screen. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air on first down, Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. 2nd and 8. He's on the move. He'll step up, and there he goes. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the draw, this is Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Defense shows blitz. Young. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Young. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. They kick the running back in motion. From the 39. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Carr here from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Young working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Carr now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. From the 33 on 2nd down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. We've hit halftime in our first Monday night contest of the season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Jalen Hurts, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Ready to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A throw left side finds Johnson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running behind center with Kamara. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another run for Kamara. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully, this turns out to be nothing. Counter give to Kamara. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jadeveon Clowney on that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running back sent in motion. Carr throwing on third. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8. The Panthers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Completes this one to Gray. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
They kick the running back in motion. Young to throw here on third. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Carolina in punt formation. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Jukes one defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Carr with it on first. Completed over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and just 2 to go. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They put a receiver in motion right. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Carr off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Carr. Hauled in left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. From the shotgun, Carr. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. And he could have a free play here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still third down.
Well, the call helps, but still a third down to figure out now. Throwing his Carr. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So the Saints send out Blake Groupie for the try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Mikatomny's kick is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This return makes it up to the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Young. He's on the move. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Look at that time for Deontay Johnson. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Young looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. On the quick slant, it's Liggett. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Young to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and short. Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Kamara running out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. This is Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Carr. That one's cut along the left sideline. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Carr setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Trying again, following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Blitz coming, Carr. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. The Panthers set to take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll motion a tight end left. Finds his man, Gray. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 17. Hauled in by Gray. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They just get the play off. He'll get this one to Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Young working from the gun. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. So out now comes the punter. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He's got Shaheed. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Run here with Kamara. Stiff arm success. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They've got a man in motion. Carr here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First down, Saints.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. They motion the tight end over. Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Carr throwing on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. To the air on 1st down, Young. That's complete to Leggett. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Leggett's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Tight end motioning right. Brooks on the counter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only a couple that time, and it leaves him well behind the sticks for a 3rd and 15.
Third down.
Out of the gun, Young. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night.
The Saints take over first and
The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Carr with it on first. Taken in by Shaheed. And he'll get it up to the 27. 2nd and 3 now.
brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Kamara gets it on the draw. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Looking to throw. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Young on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Play action now, Young. This is reeled in by Legette. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers leading by 7. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the draw, this is Brooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Brooks. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Going to the ground again on first. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running once more with Brooks. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On now comes their punter. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Here comes the Saints offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.